It's just a memorable season and exhibition play.
Being small and setting good screens, getting in the way defensively.
And we're 6 or 7 different Mercury players shooting that 3-ball. There's a good look at Nate Tibbetts' 3rd season with the Mercury, what he has done. 10 with.
Yeah, and you think about him coming in his 1st year and coming from Orlando in the NBA. He's in her 20th year, and Brittany Griner's here, and so he had to really kind of know.
Specs down low. I mean, obviously you've got 18, a lot of help, but Mac is going to be asked to do more offensively.
T on the Olympic team. Sammy plays for Australia. She's playing internationally. All the players play internationally, so they know.
Poisoning. But a draft pick by Golden State, Annie Tanaka. There's the block. Japan national team. Many of the members that led Japan to the
are used to playing in front of big crowds. They're not afraid of the moment. Look at that little crossover.
Las Vegas. She had 7 triples, Annie.
Well, they'll get their runs going. They had a 4-point lead against Las Vegas, and I talked about chaos, as Corey Gaines calls it. And it's the offense that he has took over. He ran the same offense. It is just constant motion. Just getting a body on somebody. May not get the rebounds. I can only control what we can control. So people may say, well, you're not playing defense. They are, because they get the ball out of the basket very.
And I love when we were talking to Coach Gaines, another inside look.
Yeah, he hasn't changed much of it, and it depends on your skill of a long time ago. But the Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans, the Taiwanese, there's
all those triples. I mean, she was feeling it from deep in that 1st quarter. Sis is going to drop it off. Ka again.
Back out for the 3-point shot for Ka Copper.
Turnover will go the other way.
Promised his team came out firing on all cylinders, playing fast basketball
all over the world.
Yeah, he's been so supportive of the game, and he said when Paul West, this was back in 2006, and Corey said to Coach West, ballers.
They're ballers. I love it. Gaines and Tibbetts. Japan wants to push, leaking out, trying to make the save, and doing so.
And does not give up on plays. They hustle after everything.
Sammy, another trip
here, with Phoenix being one of the original franchises. Rice. The 2 connectors are Diana Taurasi and Penny Taylor.
Will toe the line.
Well, and again, you're playing WNBA rules, not the international.
Day, man. There's the bullet pass, Precto. Get in. Sano as well.
The league in assists last year with over 9 a game. And
he's looking for help. Here's AT. She's already got 5 assists. Looking for more. Williams, long ball. That's a really good hustle play. Bench for Tibbetts. Extra pass, Key again.
Boom. And now understanding what Nate Tibbetts wants, and the veteran player is comfortable with
1-2 punch, I should say, in terms of all those triples the other night. Jason, post pattern didn't exactly work on that one. AT will go to the bench. 9 with under 2 to go. He was 5 apiece with about 7:30.
That's going to be a focus for him. He knows that his players are going to be able to score. They continue to run their offense.
Yeah. Japan. Mid-range, you bet.
China, who's number 4. They beat Canada, who's number 6. And they played Australia in the finals and lost.
By Renault. Wanting to push pace, she gets it right back, pulls up. Reba on cue. Not there. Bonner, and now Williams.
And in the World Cup,
couldn't muscle it in. You got 5 to get something home.
Really starting to gel.
8 points for Ka in just 7 minutes. So 2nd quarter underway, 29-13, Mercury with the lead.
Out. Mercury was shooting 7 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 4 from threes. And certainly the substitutions are different, and so you're learning how to play with the different players for the Mercury.
From beyond the arc, they're only 1 for 10 deep. They're going to be right back in.
Nate Tibbetts said, we don't want to foul because Chicago shot forces the player to go down on the ground. And actually, when you call a timeout, you have to go to the table call a timeout, and you don't get
Shot clock. In time, bring it down. And 18 points, all kinds of triples. Two-time Olympian, and she shows her range. Can't believe she passed that one up. Copper, wheeling, deals
herself to the free throw line. It anyway, so.
And he's got nicknames for everybody.
It's all hand signals.
Yeah, brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Mercury. And Kat Westbell, today she will have ACL right knee surgery. We're just heartbroken for her.
Work out, understand what needs to be, you know, you never want to see an injury.
Acrobatic. Here at Mortgage Matchup Center. Exhibition game number 2 for the Merc.
They do such a good job, you know, they learned against Vegas is that we need to hold the screens longer. Oh, nice bounce. First year really getting a chance to find out what do I do, and she came in early on injured.
Early games in the season, but Mac with a career year. Once she did get healthy.
Happy about it. And Copper said, hey, they have enough room on the move.
Higuchi back onto the floor for Japan. Mac goes high, saves it. Bonner wide open in the corner.
Quick
King,
passes.
driving kick. AT Circus with a, I don't know, 2 or 3 impressive runs in this game. Short on 15 left to go in the second.
There's a spin move.
Stay in front of Sano. Williams just kind of throw a quick timeout. 39-18 Mercury with the commanding lead, just under 6 to go.
Giving other people chances because he talks about the chances that he was given. And Christy Tolliver, who will hopefully get head coaching jobs.
Tolliver said, well, it would have been nice.
Timeout came and she looked at him and said, where's my whiteboard? And he said, well, that's Megan's job, not mine. I dropped the ball on that one.
That's great. There's the pick. Williams, AT can't quite get the handle.
See how Japan is forcing Phoenix to play at a fast pace, which is what?
Turnover, AT. Looking for the cavalry. Whistle blows
that they are outsized, that they get down low. And so when they're... But Kennedy Carter, who was picked up, Becky Hammond got her. She had 18 points and really changed the speed of the game against Japan.
Huh? She had herself a game with the 18 points. No Asia Wilson. A little bit of an edge inside. They will take it to the cup with that great foot speed.
No, they have great...
5 on the shot clock. He's going to get it right back. AT bulldozes. AT looking for a cutter.
Ooh. In this first half so far, this is number 7 and 8 free throws for Phoenix.
Game. Visit mercury.com/promos to learn more.
And fans want to see you just lining up at the free throw line all the time. They want to see it up and down.
I should mention that's 86 free throw attempts. You get the idea. Nice cut by time. Everybody was shooting the ball so well. Same
Nice
with
pass.
tonight. Wide open. Another offensive rebound for the Merc. AT, but in the guard position and some of the small forward positions, pretty small. There's the roll. Mac corrals. Oh, Annie, we've been waiting. All the returners this year, it could be very special. Whitcomb. That's good defense by 30-year anniversary for the WNBA, Annie.
Throwback courts. At least here they are.
Good execution.
7 is 15 for Phoenix Mercury.
They were 14 for break here. Yahu tees up the 3. And 15 left to go in the half right here. Copper muscles in, can't get the roll. No follow there. boy, that he's got some skills.
From Osaka, Japan.
Got to put it up. One on the shot clock. Left to go in the quarter. Whitcomb. Grab on 7.
Well, even in this first half, and we talked about pace being important, who's going to control.
One more coming for Sammy. Coaxes it in. And that'll do it for. And then Valkyries before coming home for 4 straight. Third quarter underway. It has been all Phoenix. Meanwhile, shooting 49% from the floor in the first half. 7 for 15 from beyond the arc.
The WNBA teams, you cannot afford to do those kind of mistakes.
Kate Longworth, it's your turn. How about some adjustments?
Basketball this year, and you got to keep that competitive edge, even whatever the score.
Thanks, Kate. Appreciate that. Nice little run to start the third quarter for.
And Japan putting a little pressure on Phoenix in third.
Catch and that's her first.
Tsuno is first. 2008 played here for the Phoenix Mercury. Shin. And it just shows you, really, they've had some terrific players, but Shin's Japanese to play in the league back in '97, drafted by Sacramento, but played here in Phoenix.
Good about things here in the third. 11-0.
Just always play with such effort and energy. And one of the things, but a lot of focus too, and Japan is a culture too, and choose a little bit more of that, change it.
Long ball. I think maybe on the Christy Tolliver situation.
Well, I mean, I like what I've seen so far, but I was going to go back. Did you notice the team was already on the court for Japan during the majority of the halftime practicing their to be a part of a team, and when they quote-unquote practice, they're playing.
Stop.
No, it's constant motion, and that is what Nick said early in the game, because of the pace and the kind of system that Corey Gaines runs and no foul call. And they are in such great shape. Not to say that Phoenix isn't. I think that they've had some really good practices.
Big stick for Sammy.
Up and coaching this team as Nate Tibbetts has given her the reins this quarter.
Yeah, again, Nate Tibbetts saying, all right, Coach Tolliver, you're up. Starting the frame on a huge run, but the Mercury with the answer. Long ball, Sammy. Short. Mac now 1 rebound short of a double-double. She's got the 12 points, 9 rebounds.
Japanese team, I mean, Yamamoto at 5'4", they've got 5'2", 5'7", and they're getting it done, and they're going.
Mac into Ka. And I'm so with you. You know, it's not like Japan wears to show you what we've got.
They've been to 6 Olympics. 1976 was the first year.
Its first Olympic medal ever, winning the silver, coming up short against the United States.
Absolutely.
Japan, I mean, that was just a huge run for them, and they really opened up some eyes. 3 triples for Copper, the 17 points.
Phoenix has done a nice job spreading the floor.
Umezawa.
Well, they're 17 of 46 from the floor, 7 of
AT sitting on the 9 assists to go along with 8 points and 5 rebounds.
12 in this quarter for Phoenix. Nice pass.
Prechtel wide open. Short with the lead. Tanaka, extra pass.
Some injuries for the Mercury coming into this game, and Nate Tibbetts, the team.
Dunn, Garzone, Nard not able to play. Mark leading from the get-go. AT didn't want the pick, keeps that dribble alive, and now Copper.
Shot.
Got to put it up if you're Prechtel. I'll tell you, Merck not happy.
To call that foul.
Prechtel almost lost it. First team foul in the last couple of minutes. Stepping back. That's really good defense by the Japan national team. Second differential between shot and...
They kind of had that two-handed set shot.
Got to put it up if you're Japan. I don't know if that was something else. Fourth quarter underway. Williams short on that. 26. That was in the second quarter. Nice ball fake. Looks short. 7 on the shot clock. So no. First team foul. As the fourth quarter is just the Mercury going with their starters. More minutes here against the Japan matchup center for this exhibition game against a really fun Japan national team.
Berlin, Germany.
Training camp signees. Molly and Lauren Jensen. Jensen, over 2,000 career points. Chevs, Sansasi, really a good job with Tibbetts' staff. They just haven't been shooting the ball as well as they'd like. They're getting.
Nate Tibbetts has given a lot of confidence to Kiana Williams in these 2 games. And we know that she...
Lean, the graduate from Oregon, drafted by the Phoenix Mercury 10 years ago. And back in camp again, Annie. Reporting in for the Mercury, rookie out of Indiana.
Only 9 fouls.
Good hands by the Japan national team.
They've been to Sonoma, they've been to the Lakes, and so it's been an experience for them.
Tough shot to beat the shot clock buzzer.
You know, they looked like they were on pace against Chicago. They scored 108 points.
Things started slowing down, and that start to the third quarter by Japan had them thinking that they may be in. And at half, the Mercury were 7 for 15 from beyond the arc. So basically, they're going cold.
That was a great shot off.
Toto will go.
Japan did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter. They are 5 of 6 from the floor. They're going.
You look at the Merc, Annie, were 11 for 11 from the charity stripe at half. So hot.
They do a great job switching. And this is, again, this is a group of starters that we saw for the Mercury did a much better job.
Runner. Foul's going to go against Higuchi. In 2022, looking to get back into the league.
Nice back door.
8 on the shot clock. Chesky takes
nervous or scared. They're just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to fit in? And this is a team that letting them calm down, talking to them, giving them confidence. What these players need to understand, these young women, that there's opportunities out there. And you may not make it. I think to have that confidence and know that, you know, whether they're overseas, whether they're playing in these other leagues that here.
Play out right in front of you if you go to practice, Annie. You watch this group, the expectations, they're a totally different bunch than they were the Sunday when camp.
Gain, Dugan especially right now, and Chesky, another outside.
Well-executed break. It all starts with Aileen's rebound. Japan.
Tendency to celebrate your basket, but they don't care. They're coming back down quick. Foul as they were going up. Carter was going up for the rebound. Shigoshi, and again, one of the things that Corey Gaines talked to us about yesterday at practice is that, you know, it's going to be
Jay Carter before the one and final year at Florida Gulf Coast. Going in 2023, and as Annie mentioned, plays overseas, getting the experience.
Oh, what a move.
Boy, big time. Tie up.
Nick Urin and Fleur McIntyre, the assistant GM, and Preston Fawcett, Hunter Thorne, all the scouting that they've been doing around with college kids. And this is a Mercury organization that has looked overseas, and you know, Cole McConney's
alive. No quitting this club.
They just do such a great job spotting up how they have played this game, and came out at halftime. the Mercury.
And again,
they got out-rebounded, 41-20. But we've seen that they've had a lot of good shots, good looks at the basket.
Bound Japan. Wide open.
Great pass.
Rebound shy, Annie, of a double-double. And for a while there, Alyssa Thomas was definitely, Annie, this is a Phoenix Mercury club that is coming off a historic and magic.
With Kyle Copper and Mac?
Yep, there you go.
And both of them losing games early too, some close games, but you know, Alyssa Thomas has such a point guard position and setting everybody up and knocking down threes. I think you've got a lot of scorers out.
He is known for.
Look at that.
Last year, one of them cracked the code, make the team. Could we be seeing that kind of magic again?
Because those rookies were veteran rookies. And they
drafted by Phoenix out of Oregon in 2016. Blows her knee out and is... Here's Asahina.
As tonight, they're just under 31%. Or I should say 21%, 31%.
From that free throw line.
They pass the ball. They don't dribble it up, they pass it up.
Aileen wins the jump.
Well, not much contact. Giving the hand signals to his players.
Yeah.
That's home. He's got a home here.
Yeah. And that family angel.
Oh, nice pass.
To beat the shot clock. One last three. Not quite.